Stick with us to the end, because we'll reveal the exact auction values, who owns them today, and how one lucky person found one in their pocket change. We get to the era that shocked the numismatic world. Let's rewind to the beginning of the Sacagawea dollar. We're diving deep into the world of the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar Mule era, one of the most mind-blowing modern US coin mistakes ever discovered. We'll cover its unbelievable history, how it was made, how to spot one, and what makes it so valuable that collectors are lining up with six-figure checks. In 2000, the US Mint introduced the Sacagawea golden dollar to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. The new coin featured Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who guided Lewis and Clark across the American frontier, carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste. The coin had a beautiful golden tone created by a clad combination of manganese brass, giving it a distinct look. On the obverse was the portrait of Sacagawea, designed by artist Glenna Goodacre. On the reverse, an eagle in flight symbolized peace and freedom. Worth $150,000 to $250,000. Now let's talk money. How much is this coin actually worth? Here's what the auction results have shown over the years. In 2012, one example sold for $155,000 to $150 at Heritage Auctions. In 2018, another specimen in mint state condition sold for $150,000. Some private sales have reportedly exceeded to $100,000, depending on the grade, and I appeal. And get this, experts believe that prices could go even higher in the future. With only a couple dozen known, and demand skyrocketing from collectors of both quarters and dollars, this coin sits at the crossroads of two series, and that makes it a must-have trophy. Some professional numismatists estimate that a pristine example could break the $250,000 mark if it were to hit the auction block today. Let that sink in. A $quarter obverse, a dollar reverse, and a six-figure payday. Discovery for pocket change. In the year 2000, a coin collector named Frank Wallace from Arkansas made one of the most extraordinary discoveries in U.S. numismatic history. He was simply checking through his coins, as many collectors do, when something strange caught his eye. One of his golden dollars had the front of a quarter. The familiar face of George Washington, but the back. The soaring eagle of the Sacagawea dollar. He had discovered the first known 2000 P Sacagawea Mule era coin. Wallace sent the coin to a NACS, one of the top grading services, and the coin was authenticated as genuine. Word spread quickly through the coin collecting world, and a numismatic legend was born. Since then, only around 20 examples have been discovered, making this coin one of the rarest U.S. mint errors ever produced. Auction sales record and value, worth $150,000 to $250,000. Now let's talk money. How much is this coin actually worth? Here's what the auction results have shown over the years. In 2012, one example sold for $155,000 to $150 at Heritage Auctions. In 2018, another specimen in mint state condition sold for $150,000. Some private sales have reportedly exceeded to $100,000, depending on the grade, and I appeal. And get this, experts believe that prices could go even higher in the future. With only a couple dozen known, and demand skyrocketing from collectors of both quarters and dollars, this coin sits at the crossroads of two series, and that makes it a must-have trophy. Some professional numismatists estimate that a pristine example could break the $250,000 mark if it were to hit the auction block today. Let that sink in. A $quarter obverse, a dollar reverse, and a six-figure payday. How to identify one? Could you have it? Now here's where things get exciting. Could you find one of these? Technically, yes. Though the odds are astronomically low, at least two examples were found in circulation. Here's how to identify it. Obverse front, the Washington quarter obverse featuring George Washington and the date 2000, with the P mint mark for Philadelphia. Reverse back, the reverse of the Sacagawea dollar, with the eagle in flight and United States of America across the top. Color, a golden hue due to the manganese brass-clad Sacagawea dollar planchet. Size, slightly larger than a quarter. Standard size for a Sacagawea dollar. If you ever see a $quarter obverse on a golden dollar coin, stop immediately. You may be holding one of the rarest and most valuable U.S. coins ever struck. How to sell a rare 2000 P Sacagawea dollar. Get it authenticated. Use a reputable grading service, PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company. This will certify the coin's authenticity and grade, increasing beer confidence and sale value. Sell to the right buyers. High-end auctions, heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, great collections. Private collectors, coin forums, and specialized Facebook groups can connect you to serious buyers. eBay, good for more common varieties with clear photos and a third-party grading label. Avoid these common mistakes, assuming all 2,000 P Sacagaweas are valuable. Most are only worth face value. Cleaning your coin. Never clean a coin. It destroys its value instantly. Not researching properly. Misidentified errors aren't worth anything. Action plan to make a fortune. Search your change, drawers, and bankrolls for 2,000 P Sacagawea dollars. Get a magnifying glass or digital microscope especially to spot Cheerios tail feathers. Weigh and compare your coin against official specs, 8.1 grams, smooth edge. Take high-quality photos of both sides. Contact a grading company if you suspect you have a valuable variety. Stay up to date on rare coin news. New discoveries are made regularly. Tip: collect coin rolls. Many treasure hunters buy bankrolls of dollar coins, often uncirculated, to search for rare varieties. A small investment can yield a massive return if you strike gold, or in this case, golden dollars. Top tips and collecting. Look for the Cheerios dollar. One of the most famous and valuable versions of the 2,000 P Sacagawea dollar is known as the Cheerios dollar. Why the name? 5,500 Sacagawea dollars were inserted into Cheerios cereal boxes in a 2,000 promotion. What makes it special? These coins have a high-detailed tail feather variety on the eagle that differs from the standard reverse. A Cheerios dollar in MS68 condition can be worth $5,000 to $10,000 plus, depending on grade. Even in lower grades, it's significantly more valuable than a regular 2,000 P. Tip: you need strong magnification or certification to confirm the reverse design. The tail feathers on the Cheerios dollar are more detailed and sharply defined. Search for mint errors. Due to the high mintage, several errors and varieties exist. Look for off-center strikes, double dies DDO, DDR, wrong planchet errors, clad layer missing or partial missing, struck on a Susan B. Anthony planchet, extremely rare hybrid errors. Depending on severity and rarity, error coins can range from $100 to $5,000 plus. Condition is key. Most 1,000 P Sacagawea dollars were not handled carefully and show wear or bag marks. Mint state MS grades are most desirable. MS67 and above are scarce. Proof-like and satin finish varieties from special sets are especially collectible. TIP. Submit high-grade candidates to PCGS or NGC for grading. Premium condition coins can bring high auction prices. Watch for satin finish and SMS coins. The U.S. Mint began issuing satin finish coins in 2005, but some 2,000 coins struck for special purposes have a smoother finish. Some prototype strikes and presentation pieces have surfaced. Some of these special strikes can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars, especially when authenticated. Understand market demand. The 2,000 P Sacagawea is mostly common, but the rarities and varieties make it exciting. Collectors are especially looking for Cheerios dollar with enhanced tail feathers, high-grade MS coins, unique mint errors, authenticated promotional strikes. With increasing collector interest in modern coin varieties and errors, these coins are becoming more valuable. Pro collecting tip: store properly. Store your Sacagawea dollars in airtight holders or to buy 2 flips. Avoid PVC containing plastics, they can damage the coin. Keep coins in temperature-controlled environments to prevent toning or corrosion. Final thought: the 2,000 P Sacagawea dollar holds a unique and symbolic place in American numismatics. More than just a coin, it represents a moment when the U.S. Mint sought to honor the legacy of Native American history, maternal strength, and cultural unity. While billions were minted, specific varieties like the 2,000 P Cheerios dollar with its enhanced eagle tail feathers or dramatic mint errors have captivated collectors and driven significant value on the market, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars at auction.